Day 293 of the Daily Stoic. Good habits drive out bad habits. Quote, since habit is such a powerful influence and we're used to pursuing our impulses to gain and avoid outside our own choice, we should set a contrary habit against that, and where appearances are really slippery, use the counterforce of our training. Epictetus Discourses 3.12.6. When a dog is barking loudly because someone is at the door, the worst thing you can do is yell. To the dog, it's like you're barking too. When a dog is running away, it's not helpful to chase it. Again, now it's like you're both running. A better option in both scenarios is to give the dog something else to do. Tell it to sit. Tell it to go to its bed or kennel. Run in the other direction. Break the pattern. Interrupt the negative impulse. The same goes for us. When a bad habit reveals itself, counteract it with the commitment to the contrary virtue. For instance, let's say you find yourself procrastinating today. Don't dig in and fight it. Get up and take a walk to clear your head and reset instead. If you find yourself saying something negative or nasty, don't kick yourself. Add something positive and nice to the quality of the remark. Oppose established habits and use the counterforce of training to get traction and make progress. If you find yourself cutting corners during a workout or on a project, say to yourself, okay, now I'm going to go even farther or do even better. Good habits have the power to drive out bad habits, and habits are easy to pick up, as we all well know. You ain't wrong. They ain't wrong. Well, you want to know one of the best, I think it's, in my particular context, one of the easiest things to notice are bad habits in my context of working with my driver, my son, on the track. It's because I have the full picture. I know my son. I know who he is. I know his driving style. I know his bad habits. I know his good habits. I know his natural inclinations. I understand where his impulses are, where his reactions are. I also know everything about that daggone bloody cart because I built the fucking thing myself, right? And I tuned it myself, right? I know track conditions. I'm running the data. I know everything that I possibly could know about that driver when he's on the track going fast. I know everything. I have to. I'm not one of those dads who pays for an engineer or a coach if I can do it. Now, I have done that in the past when I need the extra hands, but I'm a hands-on guy. I know everything I need to know about the good and the bad habits that I see in him. I'm that hyper-aware. And what's great is, just like Epictetus is saying here, since habit is such a powerful influence, right, we have to use the counter habit against it. I talk about this with my son all the time, about sometimes the counterintuitive things you have to do while driving to shave off those hundredths and those tenths, right? It's easy to get into a bad driving habit, especially on the simulator. On the simulator, when you're just driving dirt at ovals all the time, all you want to do is play with the wheel and put the hammer down, but that's not good on a road course, right? Some of these bad habits need to be broken. But likewise, I see in myself habits. I'm just that hyper aware. I'm always been that type of person that just sees everything as I can and take in as much as I can, especially around other people. I enjoy reading other people, and I can tell you the best advice that Epictetus is giving us here is actually some of the best advice to get out of the terrible habits. You do the opposite. Now, why is doing the opposite or doing something completely different than the habit or the routine so important? It breaks you out of the mental autopilot, right? That's what it is. It breaks you out of the mental autopilot. I do this when I'm working out, because I can get into a rote workout routine where muscle memory kicks in and I'm not actually doing a whole lot because the muscles already are used to that movement, that range of movement, and they've been well trained over many, many, many years. Right? For me to get a better workout, I have to break the habit. I have to break the cycle. I have to do things that are counterintuitive. One of the best things that I love doing, and some of you guys well know because I've been talking about this for years, is going to the sauna and burning all the bad juju away. Stay in that sauna. Get to the point where your brain is telling you, I got to get out of here. It's freaking suffocating in here. It's depressing in here. It's actually, the best word is, it's oppressive. When you fight past the oppression, that's when the results come. That's when the results come. Good habits have the power to drive out bad habits, and habits are easy to pick up, as we all know. You guys have some bad habits. You know them? I got bad habits. I'm not going to admit to you all my bad habits, but I got bad habits. You got bad habits. Everybody has bad habits somewhere. And in most cases, if you're adulting well, then as an adult, you hide your bad habits, don't you? What would it be like to not have that friction in life? That is a liberating idea for us to sit on. Those bad habits create friction in life, don't they? What if we were just to remove it? How much better would life be then? See, on the interwebs,